Here's why intermittent fasting can be making you fatter and not fitter. My name's Arjun Rai. I am from Team Fit Gains and I help people get rid of their TIDH, lose that stubborn belly fat whilst being able to eat their favorite foods. I've helped thousands of people by now and you can check out their transformation in the link below. And if you want to get in touch for some online coaching or personal training, also hit the application form in the description. Intermittent fasting is simply eating your food in a smaller eating window and fasting for the rest of the day. A very common one is the 16-8 protocol, where you're fasting for 16 hours in the day and then you are eating for around 8 hours. The idea here is because you're not eating outside of your window, you're probably gonna eat less calories overall, helping you maintain a calorie deficit, which is needed for fat loss. This is quite an easy way people can cut the calories down without actually counting their calories. A lot of people will tell you that you are also burning more fat throughout the day because you are fasting and your body needs to pull that energy to keep you going from your fat stores. So you burn more fat on a fasting diet. Although this is true, it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be losing fat. Burning fat is not the same as losing fat. And this is a term called fat balance. Even though you might burn a lot of fat on a particular diet, you can also store a lot of fat on that diet. So when you go eat your food again, the fat you've burnt will get restored. The only way less of that gets restored is if you have less calories overall, i.e. a calorie deficit. You can never get away from calories in versus calories out. And if two diets are matched for calories and protein, you get very similar results. So whether you're doing intermittent fasting or normal calorie restriction, if the same calories at the end of the day and the same protein, it doesn't matter if you fasted or not, you would get the same fat loss results. People use intermittent fasting because it helps them control their calories. However, this is where most people are doing it wrong. They are skipping their breakfast. They're having lunch and then they're having dinner. But between lunch and dinner, because they get so hungry, they end up snacking a lot. And they think it's fine, I've fasted for so long, I've burnt so much fat. As long as I eat my calories within that window, I'm gonna lose body fat. And this isn't the case. If the calories end up going too high at your maintenance or above, you are either gonna maintain your weight or actually gain weight. So this is why people can still gain body fat whilst they're doing intermittent fasting. Also, by skipping their breakfast, likely they're having a lower protein diet overall. I'm around 85 kilos. My protein target for the day is around 160 grams. Now, if I was only doing 2 meals a day, that would be 80 grams in meal 1 and 80 grams in meal 2. That's a lot of protein to hit in 2 meals. There might be a few snacks in between as well where you can add that protein in, but most of the time people are simply not hitting their protein goals and then they end up losing muscle mass. Losing weight is not the same as losing fat. You can lose muscle and you can lose fat. What we want you guys to do is we want you to keep muscle, maybe even build some muscle, but only drop body fat. And the way you achieve this is by hitting your protein goals consistently and also training with weights. Now, I'm not saying intermittent fasting doesn't work or can't work. All I'm saying is not better for fat loss than a normal calorie restricted diet. And I think having a high protein meal in the morning sets you up really nicely for the day. Protein keeps you quite full as well, so you're not going to end up snacking so much. And those empty calories are not going to be adding into your diet, keeping your calories too high where you can't lose weight. At the end of the day, it always comes down to calories in versus calories out. No matter what the diet, no matter what time do you eat, no matter if you fast or don't fast, if the calories and protein are matched, you'll get very, very similar results. If you're someone that likes doing intermittent fasting and you're still hitting your protein goals, go for it. It helps you control your calories, completely fine. But if you're someone that's relying on the fasting mechanism for you to drop body fat and then you're eating whatever you want in between, it's not gonna quite work. If you're someone that seems to be struggling with their fitness, their diet and their training, you could download my free fat loss guide. I'll put the link below. The calorie calculator in there that will calculate how many calories you need, how much protein you need. It'll also tell you your body fat percentage and it will set you some targets and some goals along the way. It gives you a really good understanding of diet and nutrition and can help you with some example meal plans and templates with the training plans as well. Click the link below and download it.